you might be having issue gathering information or structuring your information in your penetration testing assessment. Either you are doing a penetration testing assessment for a company, and you don't know how you are going to submit it, you don't know how you are going to structure it. So the solution to this is using Reconmap. So Reconmap is an open source tool which we can use for it enables penetration tester to an InfoSec team to efficiently plan, execute, and report on security assessments. So you are going to Reconmap is going to structure everything for you, your gatherings, your findings, your vulnerabilities, everything for you. It's just like if you have an experience in Nessus, you can see when we do a vulnerability assessment on Nessus and want to export it, you can export using PDF. You can notice how Nessus we structure that report for you. So that's the essence of Reconmap. So also this video we are going to be running on only installation, but the second video that I'm working on this, I'll show you on how to use the Reconmap in just a brief way. So stay tuned and kindly on the notification bell in case the video drops. So now we'll be installing Reconmap. So we are going to firstly update our system, update your Kali. So you use your apt install, sudo apt get install, apt get update. So it's going to install. Then the next thing we are going to be installing is Docker. In this place, they didn't really show us how to probably use the Docker well. They just showed something, how to run it locally with Docker Compose update, and some other things. But you might still be able to see some information from their website and their documentation. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to be installing Docker. So to install Docker on your system is very easy. Sudo apt get install docker.io. So docker.io is going to install Docker for you. I have Docker already. Then if you want to check if you have Docker, you can do docker -- version to check if you have Docker version. So Docker version. Then also I also use this to check if Docker is enabled. If config, you can see Docker interface here. So network interface. So the next thing we are going to be installing is Docker Compose. Now Docker Compose is going to run everything for us. Instead of we starting each service at a time, Docker Compose will do that for us. So we are going to be installing Docker Compose. So sudo apt install, sudo apt install -y Docker Compose. You can see I have this already, Docker Compose. So Docker Compose is going to start installing for a while in your system, depending on how fast your internet is. But I've installed it already, so that's why it's here. So the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be cloning the repo. So we are going to be cloning this repository. So I'm just going to copy this. I haven't downloaded it, but I'm just going to copy it. Then come here. Then I do my git clone. So it's going to start cloning. Now it's done. Then the next thing we are going to do, I'm going to list it to check if it's there. Then I have my Reconmap. So then I'm going to cd into my Reconmap. So I'm in my Reconmap. All the files are there already. Then the next thing we are going to run is Docker Compose. So this Docker Compose is going to run for a particular time because it's going to start installing some things in it like SQL, Redis, and some other things. So I'm going to type my sudo. Okay, let's say sudo docker compose docker compose. Sometimes you might leave this, you might not put this dash, but sometimes you might put it. Anyone work for you. Then upd. Then this will start pulling web clients. You can see web clients, Redis, NTI app, MySQL, Keycloak. So, but I'm going to pause this video, and when it's done, I'm going to continue. All right, so it's downloaded, can have it created, healthy, and starting. Now to check if the service are running, you can just type docker ps to see sudo docker ps. So to see how many things are running, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5 processes are running. The Redis is running, the Map is running, the NG and the NG API and the web client. Now, everything is running. Now to have the interface to go to the web client, we are going to be using port 8080. So port 8080 is for the admin. So I'm going to just type my HTTP, then localhost 8080. So it's going to start loading. Now, Reconmap uses Keycloak. So Keycloak is the one responsible for the authentication and everything, for mostly the authentication of the Reconmap. Logging into the Reconmap is one that takes care of that. The 2FA, the multi-factor authentication, everything is one handling that. So Keycloak is also an open source tool you can use with your own project or with your own practicals. So the default is admin. So we are going to change that. Now, it gives a warning that you are logged in as the temporary admin user. To harden security, create a permanent admin account and delete the temporary one. So now, firstly, we are going to look at these manage realms. Now, these manage realms have a place for both the admin and even the person that wants to use the Reconmap. So as the super admin, you have access to this Keycloak where you can make authentication, create user. So you can see in this place, I'm in the master. That means the current rep, the Keycloak, the Keycloak interface, and this is the Reconmap. If I choose on Reconmap, this is an interface already. If I click on master, this is an interface. But want to change this master password and also do some other things. But firstly, we are going to go to users here. So we have this admin as user. You can see, I click on admin here. Then we have something like this. Credential. We can reset this password. I don't want to add another admin. I can change the username, or no, I can't change the username. I have to create a new one. But let me just change the password. I can reset this password to something like, I'm looking for something to help. Let me suggest the password. Suggest one, then temporary, no, let it be permanent. Set. I click on reset password to be this. Now you can see it shows us the password has been reset successfully. So I can come to details, and there are no other things I need to do. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this, and I come here. Let me log out and log in again. So okay, we have the password already. Then I think the username is still admin. Sign in. So to create a new user, we can just click on add user. So for this add user, we don't need the user down to log in to do any action. But if you want the person to do an action, you can tell the person to update their password, or you can tell the person to configure an OTP to verify their email, to link their identity, to recover authentication code and update their user locale. So there are many things here, but we don't want to stress our users. So let's just leave it that way. We can do everything here. We can just cancel everything here. So email verified. We can on the email verified. Let's assume that the person have successfully verified his email, and I'm going to give it a username, security. Then the email, security@gmail.com. Then I can put my first name also. Then also the last name of the user. Then if you want to also add to group, you can add the person to group, but I can just click on create user. So I created a user. Now we have created a user. You can see the email is verified and there is no other thing. Now for the credential, I want to create a credential for the user. So I can click on set password. I can use the same password which I used earlier, the one I used for the admin. I can use that too. Then I click on temporary, no. Can click on save, the save password. Then for the role mapping, default role master first, I can also assign some other roles. You can see I'm going to assign all roles to it. I can assign all roles to it. Then also I can assign client role to it, but okay, let me just do everything. So they have everything here. I assigned everything to it. You can do everything. Then the group, Then identity sessions, events. This for the events, because if you log in now, you are going to see the events. So we are going to be logging this user in another browser, so to see if we can be able to log in. So I'm going to go to my Chromium. Chromium. Chromium is starting up. Okay, the Chromium is up already. So yeah, so I can just copy this localhost again and just put in 8080. Just copy it and I paste it on my Chromium. Then I just have to clear this CAT. Then I click on it. So it's going to load something like this. You can see it here. Then I put in username with security, and the password should be that password. Let me look for where I put the password, the safe password. So I click here. I can just click on copy. Then I come here to paste it. Then I put paste. Then I sign in. So this is going to sign in. You can see username. You can see welcome to Cloak. You can see everything. It's here. The users. I won't delete this admin. I can delete this admin already. Can delete this person. So I've deleted the admin. So this is our new interface now. If I reload this, I don't think this will work again. Okay, now you can see we have the new user, which is with security. So you can delete that. Now, to create the user for our Reconmap, so for accessing the main Reconmap, you go to the port. The port is 5500. 5500 for the port, but you can still change it also. I think you can change those here, around here, around these parts. There should be a place for the setting. Okay, RAM setting, general. There are some things I think should be around here. Now going to clients, should be somewhere. Notification. No. All right. Click on the manage RAMs, then something like this. Okay, no problem. Let's just go to the other part, the other section. So I'm going to just change this to 55. Let's change it to 55. Just clear this. I don't want to start on. Okay, let me just copy this then. Then I come here. Then I put in the local host, then 5500. So this is going to show the Reconmap. You can see the Reconmap has an interface just like this. You can see username and the password. Now, if you want to check you want to change your port in case of security, you can just come here. You can nano your compose.yaml file. Then you can come here to change it. Can scroll down here to change it. I think you can also change it on the dashboard. I'm going to show that in the next video. I forgot where to put to do that, but now you can see she come to the web client. Where is it? It's not showing the port where I can change this. Okay, now yeah, this is it. You can change it here. You can see 5500. You can see this port here. And also you can put in your server IP address instead of just using localhost. You can change anything here. Your Kali private IP address and put in the port you want to put it. So it's going to redirect to the main web client. So, and let me just go off that. Now that's it for that, for the Reconmap. We are going to be creating a new user in the next video for Reconmap, and also we are going to be using Reconmap a little to just do some small things just to show you around how to use the Reconmap. So to just change the realm, you can come here to the users and create a new user for the Reconmap admin. So kindly watch out for the next video. Stay tuned.